Hi there. So in this video, I am going to help you put a string onto an historic tuning pin. And what I mean by historic is one of the pins like this, which has no hole, unlike a modern zither pin. Uh, Please note that this pin and this string do not actually go on this instrument here. This is just for demonstrative purposes. As you can see, this pin has some corrosion on it and what have you. So, step one, and this is a trick that I have learned from other harpsichord people who are more skilled than I am, is you want to score up the pin with one of these old nail files. You don't want to sand it too much, and I'm actually being deliberate not to take too much off because there is corrosion and this is over top of the soundboard. But you don't have to sand it a lot. You just want to score it. You can see it kind of shiny and what have you, and that just gives the pin a little bit more bite for the wire. Now from there, you have to make a winding that will allow the wire to grip the pin. And so how you'll do that is if you'll notice on the Zuckerman pin, and it's so good that you have a Zuckerman virginal, right here where there's like this little triangle section before it's totally round, that's where you want to start the wire. You're going to put the pin over top of the wire. I'm hoping that you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, could be a little bit more difficult for you, but you would want to have the pin in your right hand, the wire in your left. Put the pin over top of the wire, and you want to pinch in between your fingers the wire with your index finger against the pin. Pinch it. So I'm putting tension on it, it's not moving. So from there, you'll take the wire, wrap it around, and it doesn't have to necessarily be right up against the other part of the wire, but wrap it around and just wrap it down the pin, all right? Now, keep the tension on the wire. I can take my finger away, it's still tight, there's still tension, and what you'll do is you will roll the pin, still keeping tension, down onto the wire. And what happens is it makes this little X. I don't know if you can see that, but the wire is now gripping itself. Surface tension, it's gripping. You may feel it slide. That's okay. If it slides a little bit, keep winding it down over the wire. Keep winding it, and now it's not slipping at all. You'll wind however far down you want your winding to go. Your excess wire here, and there shouldn't be this much. It comes right off. This is yellow brass from Zuckerman, by the way. You'll discard it. I'll just drop it on the ground. And now you have a pin that has the wire gripping it. It doesn't have to look pretty. Ed Kotick, in his Harpsichord Owner's Guide, when he talks about making a hitching eye, he says, don't focus on making a hitching eye that looks pretty, focus on making one that holds. Same principle applies here. Some makers and professional restorers will make really fancy windings that loop around back and forth and are really decorative. Please don't try and emulate that unless you really want to. The result that you're looking for is one that holds, and that's what you get there. So again, pinch, hold, loop over, and twist, and keep the tension. That's the key. You have to keep the tension. And you'll get a wire that holds, then you'll get it over top of the rest pin hole, take your tuning hammer, tap it down in, put some tension on it, and it should play.